Hello from Charleston, everybody. How's everyone doing back home in Arizona? I am here because I had a wonderful idea Easter Sunday. I was actually here on Friday, and oh my goodness, you should have seen me then. I was like a kid in a candy store coming to visit this beautiful lady behind me here, the USS Yorktown. Today is her 80th birthday. She was commissioned into the US Navy on April 15, 1943. And here it is, April 15, 2023. So I'm gonna turn around and let her be the centerpiece of today. I'm on the deck of the USS Laffey, a World War II destroyer who would continue to serve well into the Cold War, but she's not the centerpiece for today. Maybe I might do something about her later. She has an awesome story too. But today, the centerpiece is this and an Easter message that this beautiful lady here, the Fighting Lady, is her nickname actually. She is the Fighting Lady, USS Yorktown. And I think she has a really cool story that can kind of sort of be tied to Easter. You see, this is the second USS Yorktown. Well, what happened to the first, you ask? Good question, I'm glad you asked. See, the first Yorktown was sunk at the Battle of Midway in June of 1942. You see, the Battle of Midway is kind of important, so I'm going to give you a little history, a little background there. So on December 7th, 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. And from 1941 all the way up to June of 1942, the U.S. Navy was not doing very well in the Pacific at all. I mean, no way, shape, or form were we doing well. The Navy was getting its butt kicked in every engagement. However, we would later break the Japanese code and discover that the Japanese planned to attack Midway, which was a very strategic point in the Pacific Ocean. It was literally, it's an island that is literally midway between the United States and Japan, hence the name Midway. Now, we knew that they were going to attack Midway, so we sent the first Yorktown to go defend the island of Midway against the Japanese fleet. The Japanese would send, I don't remember if they sent 4 or all 6 of their carriers to attack Midway, but their goal was to take Midway so that way they could then have a nice little foothold to continue to our side of the Pacific. But luckily, we broke their code and knew what they were up to, so we sent the first Yorktown and her carrier group up there, and she fought well. We destroyed 4 out of 6 Japanese carriers in existence at that time. We destroyed 4 of the carriers that hit Pearl Harbor in that battle, actually. However, unfortunately, the first Yorktown would get sunk by a submarine right after the battle. So we lost Yorktown, the first Yorktown. This ship, while that happened, was actually already under construction. The first Yorktown was the Yorktown class. This one's an Essex class carrier. This one was already under construction, and she was going to be named the Bonhomme Richard. There's a really cool naval name. If you want to know more history about it, go look it up. This story is not the purpose for that right now. But this one was already under construction, and they were going to name it the Bonhomme Richard. However, the XO of the Yorktown that we had just lost had asked for command of the ship when she was completed, and the Navy said sure. He also asked that she be named Yorktown because he wanted to send a message to the Japanese that you can't keep us down. So in essence, this Yorktown is a little bit bigger than the first Yorktown. She carries a few more aircraft than the first Yorktown. So she came back. She was basically improved in every way over the Yorktown class. This is, again, the Essex class. So you could say that the spirit of Yorktown was resurrected and came back better than ever. So that's my cool little Easter message for everybody. I know I'm a week late, but hey, this idea hit me while I was in church on Easter Sunday. So happy late Easter, everybody. And you shall be hearing from me more.